This is the first video of the series of lessons Windows Forms application. This is the form I am using to demonstrate you how to create a simple form application. In the video, you may learn controls of a form with their properties and settings and changes of properties available to the controls used in forms. This is how to open a Visual Studio 2019 for creating Windows Form application. Select the language and the operating system and the type of the application as desktop. Then select Windows Forms. Here I am using Visual Studio 2019 package. Instead of that, you may use any other editor which VB.NET supports with Forms applications. For the demonstration, I have taken the process of having 3 inputs from the user and calculate summation and the average value. Pressing Ctrl-Alt-X, open the toolbox, or you can click on toolbox in the view menu. Then under the command controls, you may click or drag and drop the controls available in the toolbox to the form area. For your convenience, I have displayed here the controls required to do the project. In the application, I have used a form with 2 group boxes, 5 text boxes, 3 buttons and labels. There are 5 labels available on the form. Normally, the tab index of control is set according to the sequence of entering to the form. If the first control is a text box, the cursor is on that text box at the runtime. You may observe later. Then using the group boxes, I have arranged the controls on the form. There are 3 text boxes to get values from the user for 3 integers. The next group box is used to display summation and the average. Although this is a simple application, you may learn a number of things that we should follow while developing the Windows Forms applications. We can resize the form and we can change properties available in the property window. We can open the property window using view menu or pressing F4, or you may right click on a control and then select the properties option. First, I am specifying the text property of controls. Then it is easy to assign names to the controls based on the text appears on the control. Normally, the text boxes and the other controls should be nicely aligned. To do that, we can use the available toolbar or the format menu. Here I am changing text using the property box. There are properties which we are going to change on the screen. Text, table tab index, enabled font size. All these things can be changed with the property window. You may just right click on the control, then select properties, then make the required changes. In the summation and average text boxes, we are not going to insert data. Those are used to have only output. So those two text boxes should be enabled false. While you are giving names to controls, use the standard naming convention. To give name to a text box, use txt prefix, to a button btn prefix. In that way, you may find on the internet what are the other prefixes used to each control, or you may observe them in my next videos coming under the subject Windows Form Applications. If you suddenly double click on the form area, the source code is visible. Then navigate to the Design tab to make changes to the form. It is very easy to design Windows forms. Also, it is very easy to write programs with VB.NET if you have concepts of VB.NET to write applications. Here I have changed the background color. You may right click on the empty area of the form, then go to properties and check the back color property. Likewise, you may change the size of font, font color, font size and other properties also. Here I am making a right of labels and making vertical space equal by selecting and clicking on the icon available to the make equal in the toolbox or using the format menu. It is very important to assign valuable or the valid names to each control which we are using in the coding. Now I have double clicked on the button btn show, then I have removed the unnecessary stuff from the source code. First, I am going to declare variables. Before starting a program, we have to observe or prepare algorithm. In my previous video, I have developed the required algorithm for this process in flowchart and pseudocode video and console application video. There are three inputs, number 1, number 2 and number 3, and the sum variables have been declared as integer. The variable to store average is avg, which is a double type variable. I am using text boxes to have inputs from the user. In my console application video, you may have observed that the user input had been taken using console.readline, but here the control to have input is text box. In the line 12, I am going to store the value for the summation in sum variable. Also, I am going to calculate the average based on the sum. These are the processes available in the process, and mentioning them under comments is very good programming practice. Handling indents of the codes, writing comments, using meaningful identifiers to variables and other methods and classes in the programs. Those are also features of good programming practice. Then I am going to display the output in two text boxes, txt sum and txt average, or the txt avg. You may observe here the assignment is done from right to left. Here at line number 19, the sum is given to txt sum.text, which is in left hand side of the assignment operator. When we having user inputs, it is done from right to left. The text box is in right side and the variable is in left side. To display the result, the variable is in the right side of the assignment operator or the equal sign, but it is not the process of equal here, assigning values. For the output, the assignment is done from right to left. The value of sum is in the right side of the assignment operator, which is going to the text box or the text of the text box in left hand side of the equal sign. I have written codes at the click event of the show button. Now to write codes to clear controls, I have to write the codes under the event of btn clear. Here I am typing the name of text box and dot clear. When it suggests words, you can press either tab or space bar, selecting the appropriate suggestion. Now to write codes to exit from the form, I have to write the code under the click event of the exit button. It is very simple. Me.close. Here me refers to the Windows form we are using here. Now to run the program, I clicked on Start Run button, or you may use F5 from the keyboard. If there are errors, a message will pop up on the screen. Here I have got a program crashed because I have not given values to text box at the runtime. To overcome the error, I am using the val function, which transforms the value in the method to the required data type available on the left hand side of the assignment operator. Now here number 1, number 2 and number 3 are integers. The val converts the value in text box to integer. If there are no values given in the text boxes, which returns 0, or the text box contains words or letters, the val method converts them to 0. Also, I am going to have the average value with 2 decimal places. For that, I have used the math class with round method. Now the developing the application is over. Now it is okay to run. When the program is running, if there are errors, you may see a message asking to run up to the point where the error occurs. If not, the program will run. Here, Visual Basic is using the interpreter as the language translator. Thanks for watching the video. Let's meet with the next Windows application video.